Where's Waldo?
Oh, hi. Hello. How you doing? My name is Waldo, and I'm here to feel the politics with you. But I'm grumpy, and I'm mad. Everything is broken. I don't got any chat over here because the website I use to put that up here is broken. I can see you chatting. If you chat into chat, KBP, I see you in there. If you type something, I'll see it, but it won't appear on the screen. Because the website that I use to do that it just seems to be down and completely. Also, my camera's crooked, and I look like a lunatic, only filling up half the screen over here, but all this that was supposed to have chat on it isn't there, and I can't see it. And exclamation point grump is correct. I think I might move my camera, because I moved my camera to the wrong direction. I need to move it over here so that I can, like, look at it in face into the microphone. So what I've got is failures on every level. My microphone is, like, over on the left, but then my camera's on the right, and so I can't do both of them at the same time. You're supposed to talk into this part of the microphone to make it work properly, but the camera's way over there, so I want to look at the camera, I have to come over here, and then the thing's on the wrong side. I'm having a hell of a time. Hopefully I'll catch some zoomers with the gameplay in the background. I need the kids to watch, so I can move them to the left, and you have to do that by having gameplay in the background and saying all the cool buzzwords, Ohio Riz, Skibbity Gat, all that stuff. I have to say those words to get all the kids to watch. So that's what I'll do. But I am going to readjust this camera, which is not easy because I alien taped it up so that it would not come loose. But now it's got to come loose. So we're going to do this together. It'll be a good time. I know it's not retro gaming in the back. I know, I agree. It's not. So let's do a better job of putting this camera up. This gets in the way of the microphone thingy. So this looks pretty good. It's pretty centered. You can see the TV, see the window. You can see sassy Ronald McDonald over here. And then we're going to scooch it just a bit that way, I think. And we're going to put it right there. Press up on the alien tape. That way it sticks. Whew. Okay. Hi. How's it going? I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you? Okay, yeah, here we go. Okay. I think this is going to be good. This is going to be good. I'm looking at the right direction. I'm looking towards the thing. So when I go over here to the webcam screen, it looks like I'm looking in the direction of the thing. This is what the YouTube goobers tell you, the gurus on the internet. They tell you not to be looking this way and facing out away from the screen so that it looks like you're looking in the corner down there. That's apparently a bad streaming. So I'm going to quit doing that. And so I tried to move it, and it moved badly because I'm dumb and I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm making stuff up as I go. And I'm really bad at this. So I appreciate you coming in, saying hi, even though it's not on the screen. I might be able to fix that. I don't know. Maybe I can fix it. Can I fix it live, real time? Probably not. Only for Twitch chat, possibly. So we're going to close the Twitch chat. Sorry, KBP. We're going to find the Twitch chat. It exists somewhere. There's a link to it, right? What the hell was that? I don't know what most of these buttons do. Okay, I've got the chat. Welcome to the chat room. Wonderful. Hi, I love the text fix live streams. Okay, great. I'm glad you like it. I hope you're lying to me or not. Copy this. Then maybe, if we're lucky, I can come over here and I can go to combo chat and turn it off. There we go. Combo chat's off. And go on to old chat and bring it on. Line. Oh, there. Look at that. It looks like ass, but it's there. And KBP, do you want to go over to Twitch? I think it would be better over there. I don't think that this is the right link. I don't think this is the right link. I think it's going to fail. I think it's going to fail. And yeah. God. I hate everything. I really do. I just hate everything. We're going to go back to KickChat. Yeah, KBP. Yeah, it doesn't work over there either. Yeah, KBP's in there cheering bits, and he can't do anything with it because this website that I've put everything into has failed to exist. It's failing to function right now, and I can't fix it, and I can't do anything about it. And it makes me really unhappy because I haven't been able to stream for the past few days because I've been super busy. And then when I finally get the time and I get everything set up, my camera's in the wrong spot, my chat doesn't work, and the website doesn't function. KBP just cheered a bit on Twitch, but it doesn't matter since it doesn't show up because the website I use has failed me. 10 past 11's here. Hi, how are you? You can't show up on chat tonight. The internet is out to get me, and it doesn't want to function. So only kick chat tonight because I can't figure out how to get these other chats on the screen. I had a solution and it worked and it's great, but their website has failed. It's called Botrix and they suck. And I'm very unhappy with them. I leaned on them. I relied upon them. And now they have abandoned me. They have failed me. And by extension, you. Who is chatting in anything other than Kick, which is, a thing. Sad. You can't even put the emote bouncing around. That's gone. The noises when people subscribe or follow, that's gone. Unless this website comes back up, and it isn't coming back up. I'm logging into it again, and nope. Error, true, message, invalid requests. Doesn't function. I worked hard on that stuff too. Like hours I put into all that junk just to get it to work, just so that it would be cool, so that I could be a good streamer like everybody else. But no, they've let me down. So let's look at the news. Let's talk about the politics. And I see your chats even if everyone else doesn't. And I look like a crazy person with all of this stuff on the screen, but nothing to look at. Let's say, let's go to the face cam and go to here, and we're going to go to here. We're going to get to that one here in just a few minutes. Webcap, go there, click this one. There we go. All right, see? But there's nothing above me. Makes me sad. Every time I get something good going on, something screws it up. Trump backtracks on campaign pledge to bring down grocery prices. He is backtracking on that because he can't do it. He knows he can't do it. The only way for Donald Trump to lower grocery prices is to regulate the government somehow. He's not going to do that. He hates regulation. He screams bloody murder about regulation. If the government told an egg company how much to charge for eggs, that's a regulation. He doesn't like regulations. Yeah, Sudbub, we're going to talk about that in just a minute. There is a lot to unpack with the Luigi case. We'll discuss that in just a minute. Sorry, your chat's not appearing on screen. My website abandoned me. Donald Trump can't lower the price of groceries without creating laws that tell those companies how to act and how to behave. That's a thing that the government can do and should do. But he has promised to lower regulations. He hates regulations. You can't have both. He's going to make sure that the law is followed and cut down the number of laws. You can't do it. You can't get rid of regulation and regulate everything in vast new ways. Doesn't make any sense. Which is why the promise that he has made to the people is going to fail. And if I know him, he's not going to take the blame himself. He's going to blame Joe Biden. and he's going to say that this is actually Joe Biden's inflation. This is Joe Biden's inflation, folks. It's Joe Biden's inflation. When the prices go up, it's Joe Biden's inflation. Doesn't matter that my tariffs are causing everything to go up. And he will blame that guy. Let me go to here. Then look at the chat. We're going to turn off the regular chat. Wherever it went, it's gone. Let's turn on this one. Hey, look, there's one. Hey, that almost looks proper. Almost, but not quite. Almost looks okay. And I didn't have to change any settings or anything like that. Okay. That's something anyway. Okay, so what else have we got going on? Hey, there's the retro game for you, KVP. I know how much you liked it. What else is on there tonight? Surprise, key witness reveals he lied about Biden corruption. Yeah. Alexander Smirnov admitted he fabricated the conspiracy that Joe Biden and his son Hunter made millions from Ukrainian energy company. Why couldn't we have figured this out like a few months ago? Couldn't it come out before perhaps November, maybe? Maybe we could have looked at that beforehand. Let's see. The ex-FBI informant who's accused Joe Biden and his son Hunter of netting millions of dollars from bribes from Ukrainian energy company Burisma has admitted the whole story was a dud. In a plea deal, get out of here. He admitted to completely fabricating the conspiracy that became the central to the Republican effort to impeach the sitting president. Why does all this terrible? Okay. What was the news media doing for the past year? I don't think that they were doing anything. After Trump wins, we find out that they made up the stuff about Biden. After Trump wins, we find out that the groceries are actually going to go up. What were they doing beforehand? What was the news media doing? I have a feeling I know what they were doing, and we'll complain about that here in just a minute when we get on to the Luigi question. Let's see. The tariffs. Hey, yeah, MAGA voters, you've been had. Trump's plans for the economy may ruin you. Stand back while Trump installs a phalanx of other billionaires who will lower their own taxes while taking away government services that many forgotten MAGA men and women rely on. So, yeah, as usual, couldn't we have told them this before the election? That's probably my takeaway from this. Why didn't we tell anybody this beforehand? I told them this, but you weren't. News media, TV people, you weren't telling anybody any of this beforehand. We're gearing up for the thing that I really want to talk about tonight, but just skimming the headlines right now. I see it if you press the thumbs up button or become a subscriber, though nobody else on the screen can see it. It's great. Let's see. Elon Musk calls homelessness a lie and propaganda, and Trump is listening. I just came across this one, so I haven't read this yet. How is it propaganda? How is it a lie? I don't understand. It might be clickbait. This might be clickbait. Headline. I'm going to read it though and find out what's going on. What news channels do I rely on for accurate information? Honestly, you watch the MSNBC, and then I go to AP and Reuters online. Reuters and AP, usually pretty good. PBS is really good if you want the facts and you can stay awake. MSNBC is bought and paid for by the Dems, and we know that. That's normal. That's not a surprise. And Fox News pushes the Republicans, obviously. So, yeah, AP, Reuters, and then just dig around on the internet and figure out what seems correct, what has the most people saying it, and then watch, I don't know, leftist political streamers. I watch David Pacman and who's the other guy? Secular Talk. I forget his name. I see his stuff every now and then, and he's usually pretty good. Let's pop back over here. Yeah. So how is this a lie? Let's find out. Is that? Oh, I didn't even know it was Jesse Waters. He's my favorite dummy.
That whole clear that homeless people, from the people that have spoken, want to be homeless. Let's listen to some sound. I believe this is from San Francisco. Clear that homeless people, from the people that have spoken,
that's a bad clip. Why would you show this to me?
Let's listen to some sound. I believe this is from...
You did nothing. Way to go. Okay. Anyway, I'll talk. Close that. Get out of here. To Elon Musk, the word homeless is a lie and a propaganda word. Homelessness is a misnomer. It implies that someone got a little bit behind on their mortgage, and if you just give them a job, they'd be back on their feet. He told Tucker Carlson, what you actually have are violent drug zombies with dead eyes and needles and human feces on the street. Okay, great. Jesus Christ. They're not even people anymore. They're violent drug zombies. So we've dehumanized them. They're no longer humans. So it'll be fine if we round them up, throw them into camps, and then murder them all. It'll be fine. Nothing to worry about. They were violent drug zombies. This is how the otherization starts. This is a bad idea. This is how dehumanization allows a society to just murder millions of people. It's by dehumanization, just like this. The more money spent combating homelessness, the worse it gets, according to Musk. Musk, who funneled more than $250 million into Donald Trump's presidential campaign, could have given that to poor people, maybe, but he didn't. Yeah, KBP, we're back on kick now. Sorry. Let's see. Where did I leave off? He could have given some of that money to poor people, the homeless people. He could have bought $250 million homes and given it to poor people. But, or what if we split it in half? You get 500 $500,000 homes in the middle of the country and taking 500 poor people off the street. It would have been great, but he didn't do that because he's not a good guy. Let's see. The world's wealthiest person has repeatedly suggested that he believes the government will be assisting is behind a global conspiracy to make more people homeless in order to enrich the organizations working to end homelessness. According to him, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. The organization that tries to solve homelessness is just stealing all the money, and it's a scam. The Save the Homeless NGOs are often paid accordingly to how many homeless people are on the streets, thus creating a strong financial incentive for them to maximize the number of homeless people and never actually solve the problem. God, he's dumb. Damn, you're dumb. Elon, buddy, Elon, my guy, you're an idiot. Sorry, that doesn't even make sense. If the homeless NGO is getting tax money and are they just keeping it? Do you have any evidence to this? The NGOs and usually charities have to keep records. You can look at those. Financial crimes are the easiest crimes to prove because everything has a paper trail. Follow the money. It's very easy. But he doesn't want to do that. It's more fun to invent a conspiracy theory and point at it as the reason for your problems. And that's what he's doing here. The more homeless there are, the more money these organizations get, so their incentive is to increase, not decrease homelessness. That's fucking stupid. Wish the richest man in the world weren't an absolute damn moron. Trump, meanwhile, says that people experiencing homelessness should be forced into treatment or mental institutions or face arrest. It was the Republican Jesus, Ronald Reagan, who ended the treatment facilities, who ended the mental institutions because they cost too much money. Again, it always comes back to money. His campaign has promised to end the nightmare of the dangerously deranged with a plan to open large parcels of inexpensive land, bring in doctors, psychiatrists, social workers, drug rehab specialists, and create tent cities where the homeless can be relocated and their problems identified. And then we can concentrate them into a camp. You see, it'll be fine. We'll get all this inexpensive land. We'll bring in the doctors. We'll bring in the psychiatrists. We'll bring in the social workers. But they gotta be that's expensive. So maybe we won't do that. Maybe we'll just put them all in a camp, round them up, relocate them to a place, Put a barbed wire fence around it. Put some guards so they can't get out. Problem solved. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. No problems. He wants to bring back mental institutions to house and rehabilitate those who are severely mentally ill or dangerously deranged with the goal of reintegrating them back into society. Musk and Trump are not alone. Influential billionaires and right-wing think tanks have been advancing legislation that criminalizes homelessness in Congress and at the Supreme Court, and they all share this backward, incorrect view that if we punish people enough, they will choose not to be poor, according to Jesse Rabinowitz, Campaign and Communications Director with the National Homeless Law Center. People are really struggling to afford basic needs in this country, like rent and food. But I don't expect Musk and the other billionaires to know anything about that. And again, that is the problem. We will keep coming back to this same damn problem every damn time. It's all about the rich people. Instead of focusing on solutions to homelessness, Musk and his billionaire friends think the solution is to arrest homeless folks and send them off to detention camps. He could single-handedly provide and pay every houseless person in the country to get the housing and support they need to stay housed. But he doesn't care, and he and his billionaire friends are using homeless people as a political football, and it's wrong and disgusting. So this is more of the class warfare that we're going to be talking about tonight, and it's why we think about Luigi and stuff like that. Everybody is excited about Luigi, and everybody's talking about him, and I don't get it. Why are we talking about him? Why are there people so angry at him? He looks adorable. Look at him. He's so cool and lovable. Like, why wouldn't we love this guy? Is there something going on? Why is it ethical or not ethical to support this adorable little guy? I don't get it. I'm not sure. He's Mario's little brother. I get it, but like, he's the younger one. Yeah. Anywho, what are we talking about tonight? Wrong, Luigi. I know. Waldo, I know. How's he going to get us to Mars if he spends all his money on homeless? Yeah, I guess you're right. Elon can't drag us all to Mars. He can't become king of Mars if he has to buy everybody a house. I do actually think that there is a solution to homelessness, and that is give them houses. They won't be homeless anymore. And I didn't say sell. I said give. Socialized housing, I think, is a good idea. And I think it could work, and I think it would be a great idea if we put it together properly and we make it work. The problem is that the entire American economy is based on buying and selling each other's houses. Most people can't even wrap their heads around the idea of not buying and owning a house. How else would you get it? It's an item. It has to be paid for on the market. We can do socialism, I promise. And I know it's a really long way off, but we start with the socializing of the medicine, which we'll get to here in just a minute. And then when everybody's fine and happy and cool about that, then we try and socialize the housing. I know it's difficult, but I think there's a way to do it. Speaking of socializing medicine, we've got the other Luigi to think about tonight. And I've been seeing a bunch of memes and silly stuff and goofs, and it led me to the idea that, is it okay to laugh and meme about the death of someone? It's mean, for sure, and it's disrespectful to the kids of Brian Thompson, CEO, who was shot and killed. They're having a bad time right now, no doubt. The media has gone wild over the story. Everything on TV was about the search for the shooter, and now that he's been found, I keep seeing his pretty, beautiful, handsome face everywhere. And then the internet is awash with memes because he has the same name as Mario's brother. So there's a lot of meme potential. There's a lot of jokes. There's a lot of fun. There's a lot of frivolity to be had. And I think that that's fine. Is that ethical? Well, no, but it's okay. I would say that it's immoral to make jokes and memes, but so is the entire health insurance industry. And that's why it's funny. The CEO is he is the CEO of the most immoral industry, who's doing tons of indirect social harm, indirectly causing death for profit in a completely dispassionate, impersonal way. But he got directly, viscerally, and passionately for human satisfaction. All of that is based on feelings. All politics is based on feelings, including this bit. Every one of us has felt the pain of injury and the misery of sickness. Those feelings are worsened if you have to deal with a complex bureaucracy that is determined to take your money and give you nothing in return. You feel abandoned when they deny your claims, and robbed when you think about all of the money you paid them over the years. And because all of us share those feelings, we're connected on this incident. The right and the left are kind of coming together on this one. Some of the lefties got really mad when his reading material got out, and they found out he was a STEM lord, and he has a master's degree in engineering. And they were like, "Oh no, he's a right winger. He listens to Joe Rogan." Come on, man, listen. We need to stand together on this one. Really, trust me. You've been seeing a lot of memes and comments about the incident. We're all feeling this together. We go online and we point out the juxtaposition of the detached CEO gunned down by a fiery customer, the faceless bureaucratic system challenged by this handsomely faced individual, the lawful evil criminal struck down by the chaotic good vigilante. They make movies about this kind of shit, most famously Robin Hood, the good guy who steals, which is a crime, from the rich, evil king and gives it, which is it's not his to give, to the poor. It's dramatic, it's dynamic, it's poetic, which is why it captures our imagination and is going to be a very important thing to talk about for the next year or so. Can we elect you for president? Haha. Nah, maybe. Seems unlikely, though. I'm far too poor. Because our entire society is feeling this together. The left and the right are in unison, and I love this. I really appreciate it. The left and the right political divide is actually caused by the rich CEOs anyway. They use their money to buy media and then invent fake culture wars to keep us divided. They tell us to fight against the poor immigrants and ignore the fact that CEO pay has been skyrocketing. The media conglomerates that billionaire owners own pay millionaire TV personalities to lie to you about anything. Usually it's trans people clogging up the medical system with their frivolous gender affirming care. Well, the top 1% benefit from the complex subsidies and corporate handouts, but they scream bloody murder if a welfare queen with 5 kids is driving a Cadillac, stealing your job and your unemployment at the same time somehow. They're creating this divide. They're creating the fake culture war to distract you from the real war. The real war that's going on is rich versus everyone else, even rich people against other rich people. They're fighting each other for more power as well. Class consciousness is what I'm talking about. And what we are seeing all over the internet right now is that a blue-haired Wokey has a lot in common with a Mississippi trucker because they're both in the same healthcare nightmare. They both paid into the health insurance plan for years, only to have a $1 trillion company delay payment, deny the claim, and defend the position, just so that the company can make a little bit more money. Be conscious of your class and what the upper class is trying to do to you. Don't be distracted by the imaginary culture wars. There is no war on Christmas. Seeing a trans person does not groom your children. An immigrant is not stealing your job. These are the tasty little bullshit debates that the CEO classes use to divide us. Millions of people will be affected if Trump ends Obamacare. Millions of people will be affected if Elon and the Doge convinces the Senate to raise the retirement age and cut Social Security. But what did the mainstream media argue about on TV during the election? Trans athletes. There's like 9 of them in the entire damn planet. And the TV would not stop talking about that issue. Never-ending debate and coverage of trans athletes. It leaves no time to discuss any other issues, it seems. I wish we could have talked about some of the things that I looked at tonight instead of something stupid, something worthless, some waste of time, culture war. But what about the CEO himself? Can we blame the individual CEO, Brian Thompson? No, he did not invent the system. He props it up, sure, and he does so to an obscene amount of profit for himself. But he is a human. He is a CEO of a health insurance company, which means he might actually be missing and lacking a few of the common human traits like empathy and a conscience. So I think it's fine to laugh and make the jokes, but don't stop there. Brian was an immoral cog in a nightmare machine that will be replaced by another immoral cog. Luigi's actions will not change the system, but maybe if we remind people that we do have a lot in common, if we're lucky, we can hold on to those feelings and might be able to sway politicians to do something policy-wise about the lawful but evil health insurance system. And that was my rant for tonight. I appreciate everybody coming in. Thanks, KBP. I appreciate it. I'm going to wrestle with my, can my tech stuff even work at this point? I wrote all that and wanted to talk about it and wanted to turn it into a YouTube video, and I wanted to stream, but my stream setup is all jacked up and broken. So I know it's only been about 30 minutes, but I'm going to call it off here, and I'm going to be back on Saturday. Maybe this stuff will work. It's just irritating and makes me mad that I put all this work in and then some website just ceases to function, and now everything I spent time trying to put together has failed. And it makes me sad. I got to crash. Better luck next time. Yeah, okay, I appreciate it. I'm going to try and turn that into a YouTube video. I think it might work. Might not. It looks stupid with the thing missing, but maybe it'll be okay. I will be back on Saturday. Sudbub, thanks for coming in. Thanks for hopping in. 10 past 11, I appreciate you coming in, but the chat's not showing up on screen. The website isn't working right. And I'm frazzled by it. You know, I wrestled with it to try and get it to work, and it just won't. I think I have to restart my computer again, which is going to kill the stream too. So hopefully this makes better sense. The Stream Jedi is here. My tech support is here. Maybe we can fix it. He is my tech support, and maybe we can get it to work. And that's it for me tonight. I appreciate everybody who came in. Thanks for coming. It'll get better soon, hopefully. Maybe this Saturday I'll have a good stream. Thanks. I'll be here on Saturday unless the Gestapo brown shirts kick in my door and drag me off to the gulag. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye.